Finding ways to streamline your marketing processes is a top priority for tech startup companies. Hiring a full-time chief marketing officer can be extremely financially expensive, especially for early stage startup companies and even later stage ones. That's why so many of those startups are looking to hire fractional chief marketing officers instead. And yes, while AI can automate so many of the marketing tasks out there, we're still not quite to a place where it can help address some of the more complex and strategic components around marketing, branding, and messaging. But more on that later. What are the top challenges for startups in 2024? I'm Amanda Rabideau, founder and CEO of Arch Collective and fractional CMO for B2B tech startup companies. Today, I want to talk to you about startup branding challenges and how to fix them. With that in mind, let's dive in. There are over 70,000 startup companies here in the United States, with San Francisco, right out the window, leading the charge. Yes, with San Francisco still leading the rankings in startup success. That's why I'm here. As exciting as those figures are in terms of opportunity, founders must be aware that this indicates a rather large swath of competitors. And so that no matter what industry where you're trying to launch your app or your platform, there's going to be some stiff competition. Marketing and branding are two of the best ways to stand out from the competition and really drive growth, even as these markets continue to expand. One way to achieve this is by developing a compelling brand story. One way to break through the clutter is to tell the tale of how your startup came to be. Talk about it from idea to execution. Incorporate your company values and tie in how this relates back to your working ethos. Talk about how you contribute to the local or the wider community, and sum up your company's vision and purpose. These are things, especially with the younger generations, that resonate now more than ever. We've seen companies like Tom's really make an impact because for every pair of shoes they sell to you, they donate shoes to someone in need. This type of company ethos is something that definitely stands out from the hundreds of shoe companies out there. Taking time to create your brand story also should involve incorporating this into all of the different aspects of your brand marketing. Marketers can return to this brand story for all pieces of content, whether it's social posts or what you say on a podcast or at events, or what goes in your press releases or in your blogs. Ultimately, all of this should fall in line with your company vision and mission. How clearly defined is your target audience? If your target audience just says CEOs of mid-sized companies, you've got a little bit of work to do. Get even more granular. Frankly, as granular as possible. Add in as many details and as much color as possible to clearly define your target audience. What companies do they work for? What are their pain points? What keeps them up at night? What are they afraid about? What are other solutions that they've already tried? There are so many questions that you can ask. Maybe start with those, and then as you start to document, I promise, more and more ideas, questions, and details around your target audience will come to be. One of the main reasons startup companies fail is lack of product market fit, including a lack of a real need for the solution that they're offering. I would argue this comes back to not understanding your target audience. So how do you avoid this? Voice of client interviews. Talk to your audience. Get to know them. And most importantly, even as you prepare those questions, listen to their answers and pay close attention. Sometimes the most important information isn't exactly what they're saying, but it's the nuance or the interstitial comments that they make. Research, speak to prospective clients, and most importantly, get to know that target audience as greatly and as deeply as you can. The final word, dealing with these startup branding challenges can be a time-consuming process for early stage startups. Working with an expert removes friction and often speeds up the process, and depending on the person you work with, can actually make it enjoyable. If that sounds compelling, I look forward to speaking with you soon. And as always, if you like this type of content, don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.